Ladies and gentlemen, the American Cheery and Bulldog Nation, welcome to Sports Without Boundaries, because we don't have any boundaries. Big news. The Cincinnati Bengals are going to be without 3 critical H players. I'm not talking about halfbacks. I'm talking about Higgins, Hubbard, Hendrickson. Do you freaking believe it, Josh Wentz and Chuck Holbrook? How the hell are we supposed to go into Baltimore and beat the Ravens without these 3 guys? Let me tell you what I would do if I was Zach Taylor. I would go full Bill Belichick. I would line up safeties to rush quick. I would do goofy, crazy stuff. You know? Line up 4 tight ends to go out. They can't guard them. They're too big. You got to get creative. Put Jamar Chase at quarterback.
That's great.
You send Burrow out wide. That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Now maybe this is worth a cut. Little Bengals coaching there. Last night the Broncos came back and beat the Bills 24-22, and I have to admit, these games have kind of sucked that they've had. This game was a great game. And you know what? Good old Sean Payton and the Broncos might be getting their stuff together. Of course, you can always you can't make this up, folks. Josh Allen has thrown more interceptions than anybody since he's been in the league the last 6 years. All right, an NFL bettor bet $500,000 on in-game parlay during the Texans-Bengals game. It was Singletary get a certain amount of 50 yards, score a touchdown. It was the Texans win. It was all this wild stuff. And he wins $5.5 million. Steve Cunningham is frustrated. Hey, Cunningham, why don't you do something like this? I'll give you the money if you can guarantee me this. All right, Purdue beat Xavier last night, but Xavier gave him a game. 83-71. You know, Purdue's ranked number 2, so give it up to X. Harbaugh at the hearing on Friday says he's going to speak. Harbaugh says Michigan's America's team now because they're getting picked on. I don't know about that, but I stand with Harbaugh. All you Harbaugh haters, I stand with Harbaugh. Although he is a woke liberal kind of guy. But I can separate that. I can compartmentalize his politics to football. I'm against the man at all times. Screw the Big Ten. Megan Rapinoe got hurt in her final game, and she says that proves there's no God. What? There's no God because Megan got an Achilles injury. No, Megan, that proves there is a God. It's just the opposite. God, thank you. Rookies of the Year for Major League Baseball. Corbin Carroll from the Diamondbacks. You can't make this up. What happened to our guys? Steer, McClain, Cruz. They're better than you, Corbin. And Gunnar Henderson made it for the shortstop for the Baltimore Orioles was the American League. Shaq's daughter. I don't know how tall she is. I assume she's 7'8". She's playing for Florida, not LSU. He couldn't get her to go to the Tigerland. All right. Speaking of kids, remember Pennington, the quarterback for the Jets? His son playing for Marshall. Redshirt freshman led Marshall to a victory after a 5-game losing streak on the anniversary of Marshall's airplane crash. I think this kid was destined to lead the Thundering Herd. Now that is a great nickname. They're not just the herd. They're not just the thoroughbreds. They're not just horses. They're the Thundering Herd. Randy Moss's school. All right, Kansas, UK tonight. We'll see if UK can do as well against Kansas as Xavier did against Purdue. I think not. You know why? The tallest player UK has playing is like 6 foot. I'm exaggerating, but all 3 of the 7-footers that UK have aren't going to play. It's going to be, let's hope they can shoot from the 3 tonight. All right, the LA Clippers, they got Westbrook. They got Kawhi Leonard. They got the Beard. They got George. They got Lou, the coach. They're 0-4 since the Beard got there. 0-4. Kawhi Leonard isn't happy. We'll see what happens. NHL scores. Oilers beat the Islanders. Avalanche lost to Kraken 5-1. NBA scores. Bucks 118. Bulls 109. Damian Lillard is playing better than the beard as the Bucks. Raptors 111, Wizards 107, Celtics 114, Knicks 98. If the Celtics even lost the game, Kings 132, Cavs 120. Michael Merrick, Covington Catholic and Notre Dame's own, scored his first touchdown for the Las Vegas Raiders this Sunday. By the way, he hasn't gotten the ball too much, but we'll see what happens. The Bengals should have drafted the kid. UK basketball is probably going to get this kid, the 20-ranked ESPN player, Billy Richmond. Calipari continues to recruit. Jags wide receiver Zay Jones, not Jay, Zay, arrested for domestic violence. Nick Saban supports his bull buddy Jimbo Fisher. Could have kicked him when he was down. Could have kicked Dabo Sweeney when he was down. Nick Saban's a class act. A.J. Hawk, McAfee's co-host, has got a patch over his eye. Apparently his kid scratched his cornea. It's a bad look, AJ. It's kind of weird on McAfee's show. AJ with the close-up zoom, and he's like this. And he doesn't move. I mean, it's like, what the hell is he a co-host for? Red signed P.J. Higgins. Why? He's an infielder from the Cubs. I don't get it. Patriots cut Jack Jones. You know why? He missed curfew in Germany. You don't mess with the old Belichick. He missed curfew, you're out of here. Zach Arnett, the head coach of Mississippi State, was fired. I like this guy, but he sucked, so he's fired. Neville Gallimore, the Dallas Cowboys, is on the ground, and he kicked right in the crotch a New York Giants lineman named Pugh. I say he deserved it. He's been fined, probably gets suspended and all that good stuff. I'm sure he had a cup on. You assume he did. Maybe it hurts when you get kicked by a D. Would you let a D lineman kick you in the crotch if you had a cup on, Chuck?
No.
I wouldn't either. And last but not least in sports, Purcell Marion is ranked 16th nationally, the girls basketball team. The home of the greatest football player of all time. Roger Dodger Staubach. This is a Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Spread the word. Best sports show in the country.